Hey guys, welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. Well, we are in our room already and we are supposed to do something which I want to check out by going to the to do button. Meet Mr. Shoulder to discuss Hob's Barrow. I've been invited to Bewlay by Mr. Leonard Shoulder. He proposes an excavation of Hob's Barrow, a local burial mound. Wait for Mr. Shoulder to arrive. I've some time to spare. It's a fine opportunity to converse with locals. Okay, so that's what we are supposed to do. Let's have a look around first, of course.
A decrepit set of drawers. Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years. Complementary matches. Useful.
Let's take them then.
Complementary matches. Useful. There's only one match left, though.
Only one match left. Who would have thought?
There is a single match remaining inside.
Okay.
As the only light source in the room, I ought to leave this here. As the only...
Gonna have a look at the painting.
A painting of surprising quality. It portrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark. I don't want to take the painting with me. No doubt the mattress is stuffed with itchy straw. I do feel tired after the trip, but my meeting with Mr. Shoulder must take priority.
Okay.
A decorative plate depicting a goat. I don't wish to take it.
Curious collection, 7 plates, 7 animals.
The wardrobe looks old, perhaps 100 years or more in age. I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
A jug of water.
A jug of water for drinking or washing. This may come in handy.
Okay, we took the jug of water.
A jug of simple form. It is half filled with lukewarm water.
Interesting. Okay, we don't know what that is for yet.
An empty bowl has been provided for washing. I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
Okay, so we took that. We haven't had...
A sturdy-looking thing, useful to many a weary traveller. I've stored my case in there. A box within a box.
Okay, sure. I think we had a look at everything, so let's exit. And now we can talk to the people here. But before we do that, I also want to have... Oh, there is someone else here. Was he here before?
A dreadful smell is emanating from the WC.
Let's
I
have
do not need to use the lavatory.
Okay, if that's the case.
A curmudgeonly-looking old fellow.
Okay, let's talk then.
Hello, sir.
Right,
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
you're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewlay's going to dogs.
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
Ah! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril. Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That'd be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
I take it you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Bewlay's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
I assure you I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
What can you tell me about Bewlay?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me?
Aye.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Hello, miss. Bugger off.
Okay, they won't talk to us, it seems.
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You ought to be careful asking too many questions round here. Be on your way.
Oh, I don't mean to...
Listen to me, will you? Be on your way.
Can we talk
Hello,
to him?
sir.
What?
I'm waiting here for a man named Leonard Shoulder. Do you know him?
I don't. Do you, love?
Never heard of him.
There you have it. Now clear off.
What about this man?
Good day, sir.
Okay, so he's way too drunk.
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
A pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your room is adequate.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived
Has
yet?
Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
We're gonna go with the truth again.
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, aye? You're a grave robber.
I am no such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find, then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewlay, a site called Hob's Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nowt about a Hob's Barrow.
What can you tell me about Bewlay?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Yeah, I've seen that one already, so maybe we'll head over there in a second.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hob's Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital.
Well, she is kind of a Tomb Raider Lara Croft light, as far as we know right now, so we'll have to see if that's true.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewlay.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait.
Oh, okay, I thought we could explore a little bit more, but that's apparently not the case, so let's just wait then.
Where on earth is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be.
Oh, there he is. Oh no, that's
Evening
the...
there, miss.
Not you again.
Yeah, that's the
I
drunkard.
just wanted to apologise for earlier. I got home, had my tea, but it gave me an aching belly.
How so?
I felt bad for how I spoke to you. I'm sorry. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillot.
Thomasina Bateman.
What brings you to Bewlay, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
One ale coming up right now. He might have some useful information. I really don't think you need another. The man is a liability. Must I really buy you a drink for this information? The cheek for some people. I don't know if it's the right thing to get him another beer. I really don't know. Let's go with this.
Must I really buy you a drink for this information?
Please,
Are you sure it's wise to have another?
please. Don't you want to hear about old Leonard Shoulder?
You drive a hard bargain, Mr. Tillot. As you wish.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman.
So I guess we'll have to buy him a drink.
How can I help you?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
But we're out of money. I just realized.
There we are. 2 pence, please.
Thank you. This was the last of my money, but Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds.
Okay, so we're out of money, but we have the ale. So let's give that ale.
Please, Miss Bateman, an ale to wet me whistle. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard.
Okay, so we will have to grab the ale and give it to
Here
him.
you are, Arthur.
Thanking you. Oh, that hits the spot, that does, lass. Now then. Old Len. Leonard Shoulder.
Well, that wasn't very informative.
Arthur? Mr. Tillot? Oh, for heaven's sake. The man is in a drunken stupor.
So I guess we will have to wake him up somehow. Revive Mr. Tillot. Mr. Tillot has lapsed into a drunken stupor on the very cusp of telling me some important information.
Mr. Tillot? He's not dead, just very drunk. I would still like to hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder.
I suppose that's where the jug of water comes in.
Oh, what the hell were that for?
You passed out, Mr. Tillot.
Oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard Shoulder. Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
Oh, really?
This man is unbelievable.
Okay, we will have to wait.
It feels like an hour has passed. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
Okay, the game is saved. Let's
Miss
have a look.
Bateman? My apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents.
Lovely. Mr. Tillot?
Oh, I don't know about this. Let's have a look. Okay, there is a lot of stuff going on here.
It looks like the towel has not been washed in months. It looks like the
Okay. What else is going on
jug
here?
is empty. There's no fresh water in there. The water looks highly questionable. I ought to keep my hands out of it. The mirror is coated in a thick layer of grime. Some excavations are best left to others. The mirror is...
Okay.
I would rather not get any closer. The smell of urine is nauseating. These look modern. I'm surprised.
Oh, I don't know about the opening the doors here.
Mr. Tillot? Mr. Tillot, are you in there?
Okay, so nothing over here.
Mr. Tillot, are you in there? Well, you're not Mr. Tillot.
Maybe the cat used to
The
be.
mangy thing is fast asleep.
Used to be Mr.
I'd
Tillot.
rather not touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven.
Okay, I don't know what to make of this.
The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other side. I think I can hear someone moving around. Mr. Tillot? Arthur, are you out there? Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further. The door is blocked from the outside.
Okay, so we will have to...
I can't reach the window from down here. I can see it's still raining out there.
Okay, so we will need to have a ladder or something. That won't work. We don't have anything else that will help. Check on Mr. Tillot. He hasn't returned from the lavatories. I should see if he's alright. Well...
I'd rather...
Okay, so let's exit here. Maybe tell Stanley about the thing.
How can I help you?
There's a door to the outside in the gents' lavatories. Why is it bolted?
That door doesn't even have a lock.
So you didn't block the door?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you seen Arthur Tillot?
I thought he were with you.
He went to the lavatory and has not returned.
That sounds like Arthur Tillot. Don't worry, lass. He'll be back.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Is there anything here that helps us reach that window?
Hello again, Cyril.
Oh, aye.
Have you seen Arthur Tillot?
Aye. Saw him going to use the privy a while back.
He hasn't returned.
That drunkard's probably been to a toilet bowl vomiting his guts out as we speak, lass.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
What
I'm
about
not
you?
going to waste my time. I don't care for being...
Yeah, okay, so if that's the case... Can we talk
Good
to
evening,
you?
sir.
Apparently you can't.
Mr. Tillot has vanished.
Okay, so let's check outside then.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, that's the alley. Can we follow that guy? Okay.
Sir?
Okay. That's strange. Okay, let's return, go in the back alley, and see what's going on over here.
Sturdy-looking barrels, no doubt used to store ale. I suspect the barrels are empty, otherwise the locals would be rolling them into their cellars. The post has been embellished with a fine bronze bust of a horse. I could tether a horse here if I had one. The window is well out of reach. A warm glow permeates from within, making me feel somewhat cold and damp. A beam of wood is propped up against the door, barring it closed from the outside. Someone has wedged the door shut. Mr. Tillot? Why would he have done that?
Okay.
Did Mr. Tillot leave, then block the door behind him? Something strange is going on here.
Indeed it is, but we will have to leave again. What else is going on here? Hitching post.
A single glove is lying in the mud.
Yeah, let's take that.
Pearly white gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillot was wearing. It seems rather out of place here. Peculiar.
True, okay.
I do not wish to set... No, that won't achieve anything. No, that's a...
Okay.
No. No, I can't.
Alright, so let's exit and follow that strange guy. He went
A
there.
humble local dwelling. I don't wish to... The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn.
Into the night, a figure slips into the mist. Maybe I lost him because I did something else before? Okay, so let's go to the inn.
Last orders.
I should get some sleep. Finding the missing men of Bewlay shall have to wait for tomorrow. It's Mr. Steve. I have nothing else to ask.
Okay, so that means we are just supposed to head to our room. Maybe Cyril has something else to tell us? No, he
I should
doesn't.
get some sleep and...
Okay.
Kenneth will be arriving tomorrow at midday. I should get some sleep. A lovely place to warm oneself.
Okay, before we do that, I just want to check out if we do...
I should get some sleep and...
Okay, we can't leave anymore. So let's go to bed
Yes,
then.
I must get some sleep. I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
off to bed.
Yes. I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder's let me down.
The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known tomorrow.
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
Ah, don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewlay.
Quite.
They mean well, believe me.
Sure, Mr. Kemp.
Please, call me Stanley.
Good night, Stanley.
Sleep well, Miss Bateman.
Okay. Sure. First day. Adventus. Adventus, the first day.
Such horrid dreams. Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night. As I suspected, I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat. I must say I'm relieved. Right then. Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this Barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillot.
Game saved. Alright, guys. I'm really sorry, but we have hit the end of the episode mark, and I think this is a perfect spot to end the episode. So if you want to know if we can finally meet Mr. Shoulder and what might have happened to Mr. Tillot, you'll have to tune in next time for Hob's Barrow. Oh, sorry, the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. See you then.